Good morning, everyone. How are you? Today we will have with Mr. Moath JB a brief session about IElts tips and techniques. I'm not going to go deeply in the IELTS test, where I'm not going to discuss or explain in each section deeply. I will just give some tips and techniques for those students who already have an idea about the test and about the exam itself, if we can say. So if you are well prepared for the test and you want to take the IELTS test soon, so you need to take care and take in your consideration these tips and techniques that may help you. Let's start. I will start by listening section, which is the first section. As you know, listening lasts for about 40 minutes. Here in the listening section, we have many steps and many tips. If we follow them and we were well prepared, we can get a high mark. First, we need to read before listen. We need to predict the answer. We need to see the grammar of the question itself. The second thing, we need to read as we listen. As you know, in the listening test, you have to be multiple task. We need to focus on the question while we are listening. Don't leave the question at the end, because sometimes if you leave some questions, you will not hear or will not listen to the recording again, so you will lose it. Practice your shorthand. What do I mean by this? Sometimes during the listening test, we need to write some long words. And this long words, it takes time. So if you have to write the word university, for example, we can just write some letters of it. When we have time after the test or after the section to write our answers, to write down our answers, we can write the full answer. Check your spelling. As you know, spelling is very important in IELTS listening. So we have to be careful about this. Don't write the answers or the answer quickly. If we write the answer quickly, we will have some mistakes. So take your time, but don't be slow. Don't leave any blank answers. By the end of the test, try to guess. Don't leave any blank answers, because you will not be assessed, or the wrong answer or incorrect answer will not be calculated. So try to guess any answer. Listen for repeated information. Sometimes they say the answer, but they change it. So in multiple choice questions, we have to be careful. They say all the answers, so we need to be careful about this issue. My friends, about reading, which considered one difficult part for a lot of people, we need to be focused, and we have to manage our time, because it's very crucial thing, managing time and reading test. Look out for the title, headings, and any special features such as capital letters, underlining, italics, figures, graphs, and tables. We have to be careful about titles, because it gives us an idea about the reading passage. Allocate proper time. As you know, we have many passages in the reading test. So we don't want to spend most of the time on one reading passage, but we need to allocate a proper time for proper time for each section or each passage. If you don't know the answer to a question, attempt it by don't waste time, move quickly into the next question. What I mean by this, some questions are difficult, especially match headings or yes no questions. So if you don't know the answer, don't spend too much time on the same question. Check your spelling. You need to write the same word in the reading. Use singular and plural correctly. Even in the listening test, we have to read to listen well to singular or plural because it's considered wrong. If the answer is plural and we write singular, it's considered wrong. Here, pay attention to the word limit. It's very important to pay attention to the word limit. In the beginning of each question, it's written, write no more than 2 words or write no more than 1 word and or a number like this. So we don't need to exceed the word limit. Writing. Writing, most of the students try to get 7 band score. But if we follow these steps, you can get it easily. Know its basic structure before starting an essay. Here, we have to know the structure of our essay. I mean, introduction and body paragraphs and conclusion. Don't waste too much time on task 1 because task 1 is just 1/3 of the mark of the writing test. So 20 minutes is enough for task 1. Complete both tasks. Practice writing before the test. I mean, try to practice writing about IElts writing itself and try to read as you can about essays and how to generate an ideas and how to build good structure. Deepen your vocabulary because in the writing test you will be assessed on the vocabulary range, so you have to use high quality vocabulary. Avoid all informal ways of writing, so take care of writing abbreviations or something like this. Speaking section. Try to talk as much as you can because the examiner wants to see you how to talk, how you communicate. Don't just answer yes or no, or 1 word or 2 words. At least in part 1, the answer should be at least 2 to 3 sentences. If he asks you, do you work or study? You can't just say, I am a student. You need to explain something. You need to say what you study. You need to say where you study. Talk as fluently as possible and be spontaneous. It's very important to be spontaneous. Don't be nervous. Be confident. Develop your answers. And of course, there are many ways to develop your answers, to extend your answers, to expand your answer. And inshallah, later we will give a special lecture or special video for the expansion techniques by talking about the past or about the future or using WH questions. When, why, where, like this. Speak more than the examiner. Don't learn prepared answers. The examiner is trained to spot this and will change the question. And you know this. Express your opinions. You will be assessed on your ability to communicate. So try to expand and try to talk about your opinions, and because you are assist on the way you communicate. That's it for our video today. uh, don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos on IELTS test. If you like the video, click like, and if you have any comments, write them down. Share the video to many people, then the benefits will get wider and wider. Thank you very much with Mr. Moath JB.